Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for the 5th through the 11th. Let's see what your theme is. Aries, 5th through the 11th. Oh, all right. We have connection, the biome, and what is the best advice for Aries, 5th through the 11th? Let's see. Okay. We have navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. This feels like connecting the dots on a situation, kind of going from point A to point B, crossing the finish line by following your bliss. So whatever's making you happy, right? Letting happiness guide you this week. Whatever brings some small sense of joy, maybe a big sense of joy. It doesn't have to be small, but just focusing on the happy, focusing on the positive. I know that sounds kind of cliche and foo-foo, but focusing on what gets you out of bed in the morning, right? Looking for connection, seeking connection. Now, it is the biome, right? So when you think about it that way, life happens because let's say like the actual biome, right? Like one species or one kind of animal or plant or whatever has some kind of connection or some kind of relationship with another animal, plant, yada, yada, yada. You get what I'm saying, right? So I'm feeling like there's connecting the dots on relationships in your life, and there is the seeking of more grounded connections, more fulfilling connections, more happy connections. Or if there are connections that you have already established, it's like trying to get to the heart of the matter, right? Like trying to get to the reason why it all started. Now, the fact that you have the navigating by the stars card, I would definitely pay attention to astrology this week, specifically for you. Look at your birth chart, see what transits are kind of affecting your natal chart, and making sure that you're taking that advice. But the biggest advice here is definitely whatever your heart wants and whatever makes you happy, do it. There's no need not to do what makes you happy is basically what the cards are saying, okay? Doesn't matter what everyone else is saying, thinking, or what the circumstances are right now. Not to focus on the naysayers, not to focus on life being difficult, because there might be some difficulties that are affecting sort of your environment, and maybe that's why this connection card is here. But making sure that you stay within that positive. All right, the Page of Swords wants to pop up. So, yeah, clearing the air. I mean, that kind of makes sense, actually. Temperance, the Knight of Cups, and then bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands. Again, there's that connection, but it's more specifically tied to home. So maybe connecting with your loved ones at home. And this week is focused around family and romantic relationships, personal relationships with your children or with your pets or anyone that you care for deeply, right? That you live with. Patience is a virtue this week, Aries. I know that that's kind of like the Aries middle name, right? Patience. And again, following the bliss, following your happy. You've got the dreamer out. This almost feels like you know that something is going to take time to ferment, to grow, to expand. You know it's going to take effort and investment, and you're willing to do that because it's a dream, because it makes you happy, and you're trying to get all the information, all the necessary details, filling out all the paperwork, connecting with the right people, networking maybe, getting other people's ideas, other people's opinions. You're kind of gathering all of that information to make the right choice and to follow through on a plan. And again, this plan really makes you happy. I know I keep using that word happy, and I'm not using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, but I keep seeing that happy card for you. So it's a good week to put in the work, put in the effort, to start the journey of happiness, right? Or to follow through on the journey of happiness. There's important conversations this week, and that's why he's here. I know that the Four of Wands traditionally is a marriage card, but it's really about commitments and union and home for me. So what are your commitments, right? Are you committed to your happiness? Are you committed to your connections? You even got the 44 there, so 4 is definitely your number for the week. Are these commitments and connections going to help you follow through on your dream, right? Going to help you follow through on being happy. Because at the end of the day, you know that you deserve happiness. It's almost like you're finally accepting, yes, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be joyful. Joyous. I was trying to say joyous and joyful at the same time. Page of Swords. 7 of Swords. Okay. So the air is being cleared on maybe some shadows of the past that you've been carrying with you, or the air is being cleared on maybe some things that you've been lying to yourself about. You know, we do that sometimes. We put the blinders on, or we keep telling ourselves the same thing over and over just to try to talk ourselves out of or into something that we know is probably not the best choice. You're clearing the air on that. I'm also getting like a sense of you're no longer trying to just like escape life. You're clearing the air on trying to be in life. Like you're trying to be more mindful, be more centered, be more grounded, be more happy. Again, happy. Temperance. Ace of Pentacles. I love that. Oh, that's for me, this is the luckiest card in the tarot, right? So luck is on your side this week. Especially on top of temperance, it's almost like the patience is going to pay off, right? Staying neutral, staying balanced. Manifestation, for sure. I mean, that's what temperance represents first and foremost, is the ability to be on the ground and in the sky, right? The ability to be able to weigh things in your life and to bring balance so that you don't feel like you're constantly in a state of turmoil or chaos or just drowning. And yeah, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Aries. You've got 2 aces. For me, that's real love right there. Real love. Real love of life, real love of a commitment, real love of a connection, real love of following your bliss, real love of a passion. There's definitely real love here. Holy shit, Aries. Not 2, but 3. 3, Ace of Rods. You know why? The only ace you're missing is the Ace of Swords, and you don't need that because you have the Page of Swords, because that means you've already taken the mental steps, right? You've already mentally invested in it. You've already made up your mind, right? This is a beautiful week for new beginnings. This is a beautiful week for making sure that whatever paths you take, whatever connections you make, are all about happiness. All right? I hope this helped. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.